Okay, so here we go again. Um, yeah, so now in January I was unable to move in bed because I had a broken hip. I was in immense pain. Every time I did move, I would go into um, a spasm, if you like, because of my brain tumour. And really, I didn't think about anything much at all, and just really wanted to. Well, anyway, let's carry on then. So, but I was in a lot of pain. I had to wear nappies. I was wearing a catheter because I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't do anything. And a few days later, they started me on chemo. So I'd had about 20 minutes is 4 weeks worth of chemo all in one day, and then I'd had 4 weeks worth of radio all in one day. Then I'd had the chemotherapy starting, and that was rather uncomfortable also. So I didn't know whether there was much point in me carrying on with the chemo, because I didn't really know what good it would do me. So I asked the doctor at that point if he could be totally honest with me and tell me, how much, longer I had. And he said, well, we can't cure you, but we can perhaps extend your life a little. He said, maybe your life will be 2 weeks, perhaps it will be up to 2 years. He can't say, but the chemo may add a further 6 months to that, or it may add another year. So there was good news and bad news in that, so I decided that I would go ahead with the chemo, and as the places the cancer were then were in my brain, my liver, my lymph nodes, my rectum, and my bone. So I'd started this chemo 8 months ago and finished a couple of months ago. Unfortunately, only the first 3 months were successful. From that point on, my body became immune to the chemo. And actually, the best part of my illness, for me, health-wise, my highest point, was March and April, about the end of that. So that all ties together and makes a bit of sense when you see that it is actually something that anyway, here I am rambling along. But the high points, shall we say, is Jehovah's helped me to get to the memorial, and he's helped me to get to the convention. So these are two things I really, really wanted to do, and I'm so glad I did, because they were wonderful building for me. I can hook into my meetings each week. I can tie into the elders' meetings when they have their meetings, if I'm well enough to do so. And it's just really, it's all gone very, very well for me. Here I am at the moment in the hospice. They're looking after me at the moment. But I can't fault the National Health Service. I've been down to the accident and emergency with Aya calling the ambulance in the middle of the night. I didn't realise what was going on, but I found myself awakened by an ambulance driver, or awakened in a hospital. But Aya's really looked after me so very well. I've appreciated that, and yeah, really I've got nothing bad to say about her, just praise. And she's the one who really has seen me through this whole ordeal. Not without Jehovah's help. That's who she's relied on for her support. Well, that's pretty much my introduction to my video diary. It takes up the last year. If you do have any questions, feel free to either post a question, you can write it out, or you can send a video, and I'll include it in my next, I don't know what you call these, blogs. So I'll record it and send it out to everyone so you can all find out about my illness. Where the cancer is at the moment, unfortunately, is it's been spreading a little. It's spread into the spine, and it's also spread into the chest. On my left breast, it's very sensitive at the moment, so that's where it's spread to, the lymph in my chest. But I think it's all quite common, all these different cancers that I've got. So it's nothing too much to worry about. But the thing that is amazing is that I've got 2 primaries, and you know, that's something that's quite unique. So we're breaking new territories when we go through with my treatment. But anyway, that's that. Just once again, I'd like to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for getting through all 16 minutes of this, or 17 minutes of this, without complaining. And yeah, thank you ever so much.